The hum stops, your television dies, the lights extinguish, plunging you into darkness, the entire neighborhood is black. An eerie silence replaces the buzz of modern life. The systems you rely on have vanished. This is how it begins, a quiet and sudden halt. The digital world disconnects, bringing us back to the basics of survival. Without a plan, panic can easily take hold. This separates the prepared from the unprepared. It reminds us that our infrastructure is surprisingly fragile. Surviving begins with knowledge, a calm mindset, and practical steps. It's about empowering yourself to face the unknown. Preparation is not about fear, it's about empowerment. It's the conscious decision to take control of your safety and well-being, rather than leaving it to chance. When the power grid fails, the responsibility for your family's welfare falls squarely on your shoulders. Waiting for help to arrive is a passive strategy that may not be viable when emergency services are overwhelmed. Proactive preparation, on the other hand, transforms you from a potential victim of circumstance into a capable survivor. It is your greatest ally against uncertainty. By taking measured steps now, you build a buffer that protects you from the initial shock and chaos of a widespread emergency. Think of it like this. You wouldn't set off on a long journey without checking your car's fuel and tires. You wouldn't go camping in the mountains without a tent and a warm sleeping bag. Preparing for a blackout follows the same logic. It's about anticipating the needs you will have when modern systems are unavailable and putting the solutions in place ahead of time. This guide is designed to walk you through that process, step by step. It's not about doomsday scenarios, it's about practical readiness for a very possible event. The goal is to ensure you can meet your basic needs for water, food, light, warmth, and safety. The most important part of your preparation is your mindset. A calm and rational mind is your most valuable tool. Panic burns precious energy and leads to poor decisions. By creating a solid plan and assembling your supplies in advance, you are effectively buying yourself peace of mind. When the lights do go out, you won't be scrambling in a panic. Instead, you can calmly move to execute a plan you already know and have practiced. This confidence is infectious and will be a source of strength and reassurance for your family, especially for children who look to you for cues on how to react. This guide will break down the essentials into manageable actions. We will cover everything from storing water and food to managing sanitation and staying connected with the outside world. We will focus on affordable and realistic solutions that anyone can implement. Remember, every small step you take today is an investment in your future security. It's about building layers of resilience so that you can face a blackout not with fear, but with the quiet confidence of knowing you are ready for whatever comes next. Let's begin the journey of turning uncertainty into preparedness. Your preparedness journey starts with a plan, your blueprint for survival. Discuss potential challenges with your family, working together as a team. Cover immediate actions, like finding flashlights. Structure your plan in tiers, starting with the initial 72 hours, relying on essentials like water, food, first aid, and a radio. Extend this to 1 or 2 weeks considering water purification and sanitation. Write it down and keep a physical copy. Include emergency contacts and a designated meeting place. Review and update your plan annually, considering changing family needs. A well-thought-out plan is the foundation for true readiness. Having supplies is a great start, but you must test your gear and practice your plan. This helps you move from theory to practical application. Choose a weekend and intentionally shut off the power. This simulated blackout will immediately reveal what works and what doesn't. Start by executing the first steps of your plan. Can you easily find your flashlights and lanterns? Do the batteries work? Try cooking a meal using only your emergency stove. This will show you how much fuel you use and whether you have all the necessary cooking utensils. The experience will be incredibly insightful. After your practice run, gather everyone to discuss what went well and what could be improved. Make detailed notes. Conducting a dress rehearsal will build your skills and your family's resilience. Every home has weak points that can become serious problems during an extended blackout. Identifying these vulnerabilities before a crisis is a crucial part of your preparation. You need to look at your home with a critical eye, thinking like a prepper. Your goal is to find the cracks in your defenses so you can patch them now, while you have the time, resources, and electricity to do so. Start with the basics, your home's envelope. This includes your windows, doors, and insulation. In a blackout, your home's ability to retain heat in the winter and stay cool in the summer becomes paramount for your comfort and safety. Walk around your home, both inside and out. Check for drafts around windows and doors. These small air leaks can lead to significant heat loss. You can fix them easily and affordably with weather stripping or caulk. Look at your insulation, especially in the attic. Is it adequate? Adding more insulation is one of the best investments you can make, not just for emergencies but also for lowering your regular energy bills. Consider how you would secure any large glass doors or windows. In a prolonged event, security could become a concern, and having a plan to reinforce these vulnerable entry points provides peace of mind. Next, assess your home's reliance on electricity for essential functions beyond lighting. Many modern homes have systems that will fail without power. Do you have an electric garage door opener? Know how to use the manual release lever? Is your primary source of heat a furnace that requires electricity to run the fan? You need a non-electric backup heating plan. What about your water? If you are on a well, your pump will not work without power. This means you have no water at all, making stored water even more critical. Understanding these dependencies is key to creating effective workarounds. Finally, think about safety systems. Your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors are your silent guardians. Most are battery-powered or have a battery backup. But are the batteries fresh? Make it a habit to test them monthly and replace the batteries twice a year. If you plan to use any fuel-burning appliances for heat or cooking indoors, such as a propane heater, a carbon monoxide detector is not optional. It is a life-saving necessity. By methodically checking your home for these vulnerabilities, you can systematically strengthen your fortress, ensuring it remains a safe and secure sanctuary for your family, no matter what is happening outside. In any survival situation, water is your absolute top priority. You can live for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Securing a safe water supply is the most important step you can take. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person, per day. The easiest way to start is by purchasing commercially bottled water and keep cases in a cool, dark place. Clean and sanitize water storage containers properly. The water in your toilet tank can be used for purposes other than drinking, or purified if necessary. Rivers or lakes will require purification before consumption. Having a robust water storage plan is the bedrock of your preparedness efforts. Having stored water is ideal, but what happens when that supply runs low? Knowing how to purify water from secondary sources becomes a life-saving skill, as untreated water can contain harmful bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Your preparedness kit should include multiple methods of water purification. The most universal method is boiling. A rolling boil for 1 minute kills microorganisms. Chemical purification is another portable option. Finally, a high-quality water filter is a fantastic tool. Practice using your chosen method so you are confident when it truly matters. When the power goes out, your refrigerator and freezer become ticking clocks. Prioritize using perishable items first to prevent waste and save non-perishables for later. A full freezer keeps food frozen for about 48 hours while a refrigerator lasts only about 4. Eat from the refrigerator first, then the freezer. Make a list of contents to plan meals efficiently. Cook thawed meats immediately and consider a blackout barbecue. Cooked food lasts longer than raw. This approach extends your food security, providing normalcy before switching to stored goods. Now let's focus on your long-term pantry. This is your food security for any outage that lasts more than a couple of days. Stock up on the shelf-stable items you already use, rotating your stock. Your prepper pantry should be built on calorie-dense staple foods like white rice, pasta, rolled oats, and beans. Include canned goods, meats, fish, vegetables, fruits, and soups. Don't forget cooking oils, salt, sugar, honey, and spices. Aim for a minimum of 3 days' worth of food. Keep your food in a cool, dark, and dry place. Keep an inventory list and track expiration dates. Having a pantry full of food is one thing, but being able to turn those ingredients into hot, safe meals is another. During a blackout, you need reliable, low-energy cooking methods that work completely off-grid. One of the most versatile options is a simple propane camping stove. Another excellent choice is a barbecue grill. For a more fuel-efficient option, consider a solar oven. It requires no fuel and is safe to use. Regardless of the method you choose, make sure you have plenty of fuel stored safely. Also, remember to have waterproof matches, lighters, and a fire extinguisher as part of your cooking kit. Practice using your chosen cooking method before you need it. When darkness falls during a blackout, reliable lighting is crucial for safety and comfort. Prioritize LED flashlights, headlamps, and lanterns, safer and more efficient than candles or oil lamps. Keep batteries and solar chargers on hand. Standardize battery sizes for simplicity. Use solar garden lights indoors at night for ambient, safe illumination. With layered lighting, LEDs, solar, and minimal flame, you keep your home secure and calm, no matter how long the blackout lasts. Temperature control without power is tough, but essential. In winter, seal off a small room, insulate windows, and use an indoor safe heater with a carbon monoxide detector. In summer, block sunlight, create cross breezes at night, and use battery fans or DIY coolers with ice. Stay hydrated, wear appropriate clothing, and adapt your routine to the conditions. Planning ahead ensures your family stays safe and comfortable, whatever the weather. No power often means no running water, so sanitation becomes a top priority. Use stored or non-potable water for limited toilet flushing, or set up a twin bucket system for waste. Cover solid waste with sawdust or newspaper to control odor and bacteria. Dispose of waste safely, far from water sources, and research local guidelines in advance. A solid sanitation plan protects your family's health during any outage. Staying clean without running water is vital for health and morale. Rely on hand sanitizer, sponge baths with minimal water and pre-moistened wipes. Brush teeth with a small cup of water. Keep extra hygiene supplies stocked. Wash essential clothes in a bucket and manage trash to prevent pests. Good hygiene planning keeps your environment safe and spirits high. You don't need a huge generator. Small backup power keeps you connected. Portable power stations and power banks charge phones, lights, and radios safely indoors. Assign a power bank to each family member for communication. Use your car with a power inverter as a backup charging source. Just run it outdoors for safety. These simple solutions ensure you have the power you need during any blackout. When the grid is down for an extended period, your stored power in batteries and power stations will eventually run out. This is where solar power becomes your most valuable ally. The sun is, honestly, a limitless and free source of energy that can keep your systems running indefinitely, as long as it is shining. You do not need a massive rooftop solar installation to benefit either. Small, portable solar panels are now more affordable and efficient than ever. These panels are designed to be folded up for easy storage and can be quickly deployed in your yard, on a balcony, or even propped up in a sunny window to start generating electricity immediately. The most effective way to use portable solar panels is to pair them with your portable power station. Most power stations are designed with a specific input for solar charging. You simply connect the panels to the station and let the sun do the work of refilling your battery bank during the day. This creates a completely self-sufficient and renewable power cycle. During daylight hours, the sun recharges your power station. At night, you use the stored energy from the station to power your lights and devices. This setup provides true energy independence and peace of mind, knowing you have a way to generate your own power day after day. Even without a large power station, you can harness solar energy. Smaller solar chargers, some no bigger than a book, are designed specifically to charge phones and other small USB devices directly from the sun. These are perfect for your emergency kit or bug-out bag. They ensure you can always keep your communication and navigation tools powered up, which is absolutely critical. Some emergency radios and flashlights even come with a small, built-in solar panel and hand crank, giving you multiple ways to recharge them without relying on the grid or disposable batteries. These multifunction devices provide excellent redundancy for your most essential tools. When setting up your solar panels, location is everything. You need to find a spot that gets the most direct sunlight throughout the day, away from the shade of trees or buildings. You may need to adjust the angle of the panels periodically to track the sun's path across the sky for maximum efficiency. Learning how your specific solar setup works best is another important skill to practice before you need it. By embracing solar power, you are not just preparing for a blackout, you are building a resilient system that can support you through any long-term disruption, silently and effectively turning sunlight into security. In a blackout, information is vital. Knowing what's happening and contacting loved ones are critical. Communication networks are fragile. Off-grid options are essential. An emergency weather radio is your most essential tool. For family communication, use walkie-talkies. They operate independently of networks. For long range, consider amateur radio. Create a layered plan with a weather radio and walkie-talkies. Ensure you are never truly cut off. As we conclude, let's address security, community, and mindset. Sensible precautions discourage unwanted attention. Long-term resilience is found in community. True security comes from a calm, confident demeanor. Reinforced doors and windows. Motion-activated lights deter intruders. Get to know your neighbors. Neighbors can watch out for one another, share resources, and pool skills. The most valuable prep might just be a good relationship with your neighbors. This guide has walked you through essential steps of preparing for a blackout. The most important takeaway is the need for action. Your journey to true readiness begins the moment you start doing. Preparation is an active process, a series of small, manageable steps taken over time. Don't let the scope overwhelm you. Start small. Think about your own home, your family's specific needs, and your unique circumstances. Make your preparedness plan your own. Begin your journey. Take that first step, and build the resilience that will see you and your loved ones through any storm. Stay safe and stay prepared.